the things that are most important to me about the economic recovery. And what's the most important thing to me about the economic recovery is good, solid access to education. About 6 months ago, we had Dr. Dave Denslow on. He was the guy that got me all fired up about being in business with my first economics class. He just retired this year. And I don't know if they're replacing him, but I do know that they're cutting down the computer science department at the University of Florida, and they're making other hard choices at other institutions of higher learning at just the wrong time. We need good, solid education and access to it so that we can continue to lead the world. The United States has led the world, certainly since the post-World War II expansion has occurred, and way before that, I gotta believe. And we need to stay in front. Other people are coming up behind us, and we need to make sure that the young people, our children and our grandchildren, have the institutions, the educational institutions, to make sure that they can compete and win in the future society. And it is very important that we do not gut our educational system. I am going to work like the Dickens to start bringing people on this show to start talking about how important education is. And education is the #1 thing that we are going to start to emphasize on our show, because it's not really about just jobs. It's about careers, and it's about changing the world. And if you can do that, and you have the self-confidence that Lolly talked about, then you can make a difference. But you can't make a difference if you can't read, you can't write, and you can't compete in the academic circles that we have to compete in. And that is the most important thing out there today, is education for everybody. 1, how much time? 2, all right. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I thank our sponsor, the University of Miami Health System. We call them UHealth on our show. They deliver awesome guests every week. This week we had Dr. Lee Kaplan on, who is the orthopedist that handles the Marlins and the Hurricanes. The guy was awesome, and the people that I know that have been there, and the people that I know that work with him in physical therapy, say that he is a star, an absolute star, which makes sense because every one of the UHealth doctors that have come in here is a star. And next week we have Teresa Glenn. She's an instructor and associate chair for clinical services, the Department of Physical Therapy at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine. She has 20 years of experience in the field and is an expert in multi-facility management and growth and development of PT clinics. Her vision is to deliver premier centers for physical therapy wherever UHealth is needed. And she's going to be a collaborative partner in the full spectrum of healthcare for her patients. She's the follow-up act to Lee Kaplan. So we want to thank UHealth. As always, we want to thank our friend Hugo at DataCorp, the associates in business who make us look good on the internet. Social Media 305, getting the message out in Lolly Green MSW. Dr. Victor Franks wasn't on today because he's on a plane going to San Diego to get his internet training. And of course, we always want to thank the NFL alumni, the UF Bergeron Center, Nathan Collier, MSRE program, and I want to make sure I thank you, our listeners. Please go to our Facebook page and like our show and tell your friends about the show. Join our community. Give us feedback and comments. Tell us who you want to hear from. At Jim Freed, at Freed on Business and Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. Go to our YouTube channel. You'll see me go crazy. Our website, we get thousands of hits every week. Join us and contribute. And make sure that you listen next week for Freed on Business, 8:80 a.m. next Thursday at 5. Remember, the person that wants to go out, the person that wants to do something finds a way. The other finds an excuse. Oh boy, I'm starting again, Juan. The person that wants to do something finds a way. The other finds an excuse. Now you go out there and you make it happen. And that's the man right there.